Tolbe dahata betilin alale mbali je kan mbali muy kan wodongo tolbe dahata le Menbe Kering alengantilin yulula nyuluna damunela kambe dahan Menbe Kering gafanyine nyama mbaliko ninyine belori galibana doya nyama dahata betilin alale mbali je kan mbali muy kan wodongo tolbe dahata le Menbe Kering alengantilin yulula nyuluna damunela kambe dahandi yo mbalikoma jalibana doya nyawo nyamba
badingolo kanjende fo watol belade nko julol siatale bare kamin fankumandi julola walla mo julolti nyine asabu jula finance limited inin kukuto le nata kalafaro ke la service ola nyin kamala ke la cliano lu dahandi wala faro wolom nyindi ko Afro Express Services be dawoda kabirin katon fokoina ni je dawoda ni atare kodo kiyana nin jula finance lela isa dunno jere yela kodo ta bare hansa ndorong ning wotalla ma fangola Guarantee Trust Bank be dawoda alsalla kodo ta no jele Reliance Financial Services and Easy Finance Limited mini yalon koy bale banko kan bare fanan tolu jula finance na kunda bale banko karo bele wala badi ngola a dahana tale wala sign nali aje drong Afro Express kabirin Westfield kata fokoina ali aje dawoda aldung ali alla jula finance kodota jula finance e kofana na lafta bank account odi yalla atral be bitimi rewde ali fero ke ani e kacha andum fana alida apple jinde ali download nyinka mala e se kodo kino wati diate ila moye Gambia jang bare manna da wala fana ni lafta credit kola nyin network on min bebe Gambia wala ni lafta cash power le kila moye Gambia nka nyimbe kalele wala jula finance ntolo fana mu nyonta on leti tonya banko julolu siatale bare julolu nyaton kolo wala mun tolti Jila Finance Limited.
Oil is Gambia's leading dealer when it comes to fuel and has made it a duty to satisfy our customers at all costs. Vehicle owners and drivers need not to worry about getting quality and affordable fuel anymore. That is the reason we have our branches spread all over the country for easy access. For good and clean fuel, the only place to go is Oil. Your need for good and durable petrol, gasoline and kerosene has been covered by Oil, so you need not to worry. Walk to any of our branches and get served to satisfaction. With Oil, your satisfaction is our priority. That is why we have branches at your doorstep to make accessibility easy for you. With our professional and friendly staff, we can assure you satisfaction. To get the best fuel for your engines, the only place to go is Oil. With Oil, it's all enjoyment. That is why we are offering you low charges at our stations on the Coastal Road and Banjul. For more information, you can call 770-8080, 322-9070, 714-7273, or 387-1321. Oil, the pride of the nation.
Niman kodi soto gombala bilo lenyanta jola foi maja trafika
mbadi mon ita dum foi lafta motole ni la kaborande ya sanji tang anin sey soto da kada way santora ise fero ke yananan A&J Professional Driving School A&J Professional Driving School mbali dami wolom brikama madinati moto kendo lebe mbulu andum karandir lal min bembulu e mu karandir lal te min yalon ko e bulo koyta fer moto borondora foro ka minke wona mu kal karande traffic wala ani muno mototi e ka fomi ye theory nata ta fade o nunkunde ko kola ngal sinde moto fankono nga baro di yalla ngalu nende motola wala A&J Professional Driving School ntol mu nyonta ngoleti nkalu karandile nyin kamala alibulo senia set dawoda anni moto sitano jele anna nana wala na lafta kuma koyo moy la nyinto alin kumandi 7052643 wala 3077929 wala 6662643 hani bi alsen email jajusi jamanti@gmail.com
kono ya tandi ko bo jande mole mealon ko metembo mentom abe polisolu abe bulle abe metembo abe bulle andun abe makoy kanne kisi surola mealon ko sujirin kola me ya kendi ay nyim bundiro nyin ay ka Gambia Police Force ya tandi ko ya mu nyimuta damento wala kada jurulunti Casamance banko ga andun ya tandi ko wato be paredine ni ye kibaru soto ko nyindo men jarta pour que jama kalamtandi e be fintla kaytandi jama mo bela badra fara ka kafu banko bela ka police kunda konton sangola ka dimbal fanan konton sangola men yalon ko ila moluta ko nyindo anin fanan ka jibe fanan nyinyon kusi fala be tanko mamune kenola pour ka je ko se tankano nyinyon kusi fala nyame kotenke
abaraka fadera ketentu ke jaydrom ye kacha dati nyaming ko ya fa nyaming banko wulta ngulta ni nikuya nikuya in the sense wolem ko kule keta nyim banko ga mialon ko de ntede nteta fulano ko nenenga kalamutale miandon ko ma kalamta wolem ko ma kalamta ko fitino sotota banko kan ma kalamta ko riot be kering ma kalamta ko demonstration be kering nga mimmoy drum wolem ko ye police intervention unit la doku la sababu kidola fala fata kilimbe critical condition mose nyinin karo ke minna wolem ko mune atinna mune nyin sabu kadum nyinom bankoti no mian ko kan siso konko nka foko the line of the smiling coast nka foko nira nyim banko kan mo be katara smile kan what went wrong wose ke kuti mian ko mosa nyininka bari fadera yalon security nga funum bina tilibula kachato nka men fonin kenen shurwa kan nan ko security manke dron ka foko sojarol ning nim polisol wala ka foko kidol le chika wala ko molle nyapita nyokan banko la security tambita wo level dale fadera domor manko asetanko batandi doku soto balya asetanko batandi bori soto balya l'hôpital to asetanko batandi ise moje miyalon ko ay problème soto muna la problème ti wolem ko a karanta fajita anala kaytol amandu ko soto no barate mo kilon ka si aka moluje min yalon ko atella kayto birata wolti ibe do kola ibe la wululal nafa kan atemala wululal nafa no wose kamfa dunno wolale ay ko do ke mi yalon ko soma abina la nimisa but at that point bawe ko karanna le fanka fonye ko ni kamfata na etara lori yesi katum kamfato during that period ye any decision tab ka decision can do what is happening ngamojira kamfata fang aya famfa but muneka wo kamfalu sabu nyanta wul jubela fadera imagine ye wuli domor kendo ima soto iman domor kende soto la suokono ye finti ye moluje wulba domola adiate ye nyame asi kamfandi fanna do fanan bije miyalon ko ngang nyantan hakilu tula wul fanan tule ise moje ay korda sang ala korda lo aman sije ay luwas la lekeje bari ala problem minti wolem ko wol luwas la ka jelle sambana a wole ko mata taya minu be sirin ala suoko no be luwas wala amala mu mosi fale wala interaction daily inim banko dingol le ka interact ika jikol dol dundi kono miyalon ko o manke nyim banko mo la jikoti so many reasons ka taraje why reason ya tinna banko dingol fondi minu wulta somanda isarati la wululalla dol sarati la musola dol sarati kella kon kata do kola desan do fam maybe wodi mun fan safa ko ni kana nyin sanye nyola wol manna kibar soto iko innocently in a moment du nyola i man keleke i mammo ares innocently ite kibaro moy ko ye wol faale fader wonte Gambiati
definitely abala fa warta bakela andum akute kerin duniya kono men jarta moniyota Gambia paralu mbare musol lemu mbare kewol lemu ndol lemu kotol lemu fal lemu bamañol lemu andum ntolmen fanam hani men dinni men dalan ko be doyare jumala lon dinni jumala binakala parade sine sama dinni jumala lon jumala binakala president lo sine sama nyimmen fata se keno nyimmo fulo kono kilin se ke president wara ka IGP di sama
wala dingo ke
wara
president
dingo ke president nyim banko kan sama jumala wolo woto wo kuta kerin duniya kono mose men justify no men jarta ka fa ko ñulu ñun ñanta fala ñing ifindire la suwo kono ko kada mun kata banko tankol ka banko tanko munemu e be do ko la kawana koto ngalon ko si fano mu kawana nin ko fano wala uniform ni atale bala do katara kawana koto wo kawo ye samba damen do e katara do ko la wolto hani be je ko sa ite sama ijanda tala tankarola basele bitala wolto woto wo kawo ye to samana min to wala katani silo kadde ko nyanda tala tankarola wolto anno nyi silo bilanota gambe din jamaleli wo sita silo nyimbe nyamen anabe operate kan nyamen ko nin ku mantara Kenya mantara je asekeno motolo bornya kele je overspeed na nin ku kota mo jamali o wosi bare ngaje bi yenyul sama nyin dinkirato kaje ko wonyon ku kota no wol cestalano nyamen anno wolbe ke kan jele wodo nyul tata munela pour ka banko molu ni lo tankande wodulado so woto pour ye nyiye tara wodulado wokata banko mole tere makku balte anen ni kuya ba bari kukilimbe je mafoko womu silo wala mu kudime ya kenne nyinketa hani bar womu kudime ya lon ko akum mayata bake puru nyin silo fanna la jibero e kala kadon ko nyinketa silo ka wala nyindi ko bi duniya kono moli be falin kanne security la tamandiri nyalla ndolla gambe ja hani bi na sila kunte mo police la kalo eka traffic light banku jamal do Johnson jamal beje police bukalo ka traffic light sol le soto aka police la presenting aka talale police kilin se dula jama marano kado munemu traffic light le taraje CCTV le tar dula beto fontol fana nga silo men soto advance ta ko nyi silo be nyamen nka waswala fontol fana te wakato kenu la ban pour kaje ko nyi silo janning mbe police lu samman nambe sindila silo kan pour overspeeding anin kukata kado ngalon ko silo nyin ko fudlal mu problème wolede bari ning CCTV so lampol membe ngo lampol mem fixed ni CCTV tarta wol bala any activity membe keri wo silo kan ibadala police be tarela ila videos lalde kalo damento ila traffic control so ni la station olto ibe tallo do mobile traffic ning any activity be keka wo silo kan CCTV wa bondale me yalon ko o moto nyin ala number plate na la details so setano la amari de Canada isa mari charge hanin ayatara mari tambita bara mari police ol balona be dame bigo kayto lebeje is a publication okay many nyinke ye dunanta mellale kan ni fine name whatsoever yale kan ngamira ni silo mu kudi me alon ka mo kuma bala pour silo nyin na fanala andum nim mol yalon ko ndebe jang ning overspeed jang mol lebe sidun la me alon ko nyabe video la be mutalale menika overspeed ta saja wato ni overspeed ta nim police kuntire nyaade safa hakotunye hada made wonon ay bala fa soto aya sud bar ning video footage wala muta ye publish le banko be yalon ko karle overspeed ta silo kan me yalon ka se nyinkeno wara karle nyinke nyi silo kan asa nyinkeno iba jala modu ba abekala kudi me yalon ko iba stop la anum fanan na high command men yalon ko wolle be police la fanalan be danna ye police la security fanan jibe ila personal security is very important badra nim police nim mol kalon ko kurungo na kalon ko mbe compare men kama nkata men kama amari inte dim debe men pare nim men bida kama wonyo wilikili woronyo kemela babulu asa keno na la kuriya parenda batula jela
kuma ta bakele fadera yalon ndalta kafuyane ko Gambia cannot be an island mbe jamano min kono bi Gambia fana nyanta simfalta la ku dunia be tamaka nyame wolon dunia ka taman technology lel mose kuma kilim fo wolem ko sila dol nene sotota nun janne nyin silo binala maybe facility tol bije ite o kala no wo silolu kan bari nim tara level to mi alon ko bi mbe silo dada kan in this 21st century ku jamal bije mi alon ko dunia ka tama nyameng mfanang we should emulate that at least nyin silo yenda kala first silo tele in the history of the country mi alon ko at least nga heavy police presence be talala jele instead traffic lights be taraje fulanjam minti wolem ko let's have CCTV cameras what is very important ngajele kabini incident keta statements findita be daniro kekan pour mol se information di munia long pertaining to incident ning but imagine if there was CCTV camera near CCTV camera sudan wo silo nyinka because polo lebije polo there across the silo everywhere silo nyinka from starting far dandula so we'll say footages create no le mialonko the police only needs to go into their system okono your footage is bondi it will help in their investigations but one thing like we cannot ascertain for the suspect wala ke for wo make obe police wala bulu but ndem fokan wolem ko nyinketala ni ko ya warta bake but it can be avoided so wo in the point komba avoid la dame wolom benyanta endeavor yalom fadera we are very much used to always fenga mansakunda chodi yes Masakunda should get used to that. Kadung itelle be ndol nga doko le dila andi nyenta kawoleke. Bondol me each and everyone fana rule sulo nyenta mimplela. Nga rule sulo nyenta mimplela kaje ko nga nyinkul tala banko kan. Fadera there is so much presence of drug in banko kan. So much presence. And drug atebe dawoda ate sembo sulo dawoda nga jile ala outcome kake minti. Because molbe dunna into drug issues ika drug use ini sondo mole bonyo bala ika kodol ke fay mambil long that is one thing mi anko is very clear another thing wolem ko the security yaful ngaje janne recently how much Gambia security the security personnel mol nyadunte la nyame ngawo sifa jamal jajang our example we ngaje nema kunku station attack we said it here ni nintara from federal level to mi alon ko banko dingol hanyita security la fokata ka nyapi kan station ko no kele fengol possible including mobile phones nenenga station do fana story relele mi alon ko tara je sunya fo television o sunya ngajele again gunjur the immigration post nying itate attack je fo mol barama seriously provinces abuka banje every other time nkanyin sifal jele for recently ngaje drug law enforcement agency ila mo tata itata kata mo arrest mi alon ko ya suspect ko drug dealer lem aya bunki dola we talked about all those things here kunu ngimaje our security men mi alon ko e wulta fo nyame e wulta prokatantel tanka in the only thing ye mean sort of wolem ko yeta ye bunki dola ye fa this is very sad for the country mte personally manere ma remember aketa jang kom femmantara kering mol man du nyola femmanke mole wulu jorong ay kidota kamul fa these are things me alonko you watch in movies kabrin kunung fadera this is what was playing in my head aketa mfele ko movie lem nyinti amanke ko amanke real life ti ko Gambia mamfuta wo level to mi alon ko nyanta ka wo sifal encounter or unfortunately aketale momam fennoje but mose min fono wolen ko is a learning point mbese karanje masakunda wo until banku dingol wo the security every other person mo bese karanje kaje ko kanyin sifal avoid because fadera it's really unfortunate ya mira nyawnya abala fa warsa when I saw these footages
definitely
kabinga footages je nying fondinkel you know ibelarin lifeless fadera that was painful That was really painful. Natanga the young lady je, you know, muso fadera.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
yabung kidola, abilaring. You know, this is very sad. You know, where are we? You know, for you know Gambia ti, nka wo Gambia mimfo. Wo Gambia mialon ko fadera. Nitata moya, domoro wato imon domoro kaka kamfa ke bay. For you know banko ti mialon ko moka moje gara soto. Anatala atara motoli adang. Aya muta sambala suokono. Ay finti ala bungo kono. Atala larankang, ay jira larankang, wela larankang. Aya la fambali ala simaola. Aya diwola. Nyinnom banko ti mialon ko fadera kunung. Moka wuludingol fintindi bungo kono ay luntango dundije. Luntango yela ay jodela ay ku ay min ay simang fanoyeke ay paso diala ay dandam fay say. That was Gambia.
Definitely abala forward back andong ku kilim fanan observe wala nyindi ko kunun nyim banko gan ku kilim be jan nyanta hakilo tulo to baga kabirun kunun sudo kana bila nin ku kada drong mobe ya fanka journalist mobe ya fanka kibar janjan nadi and unfortunately dolbe menke kan wo mu kulti me alon ka manyan ne kala alengen fonke ni natan to la dimba le nyunti ning ayataran badin tiktikol le nyunti ning ayataran terol le nyunti nyinkete la fo ilaw natalo lo ilaw fure natalo fombe janjandi la bang fombe janjandi la bang alenga hakilotu nyindo bar modol be je nyun law fure natalo yew le muta ke janjandi nyoye wo nyama ime hani nyaadale mabo imam fem mabo je ke janjandi wo nyama ke findindi social media platform wolto ko do be je won man nyantan hakilotu la wolto bakala hanin ayatara yow siva so adanga yuda mabul nin ayatara imam pare pour adanga bulu ni ta dinola bare kawul muda ke janjan noy ke fintindi dula siva bero jumale be la fla juma abekala jumale dunyo kande warela ila ku kande ila badingo ayefa molu ka fure na talo mude ka janjani mota la filara oto alinga hakilo tubake wato dolun ka nin kol keta nka kol treat nyame nga hakilo tubake kodol beje ni nara dron ngabula ni aje hanin tollanyen kajala kono kujama beje mtawru kacala nun buka pare nga ma wala kado munemu wala mu siteroti area la ni nara konyin kono kisisiro lebe keka woldol lay mambang wala tnete woldol mana manke amanche ke enyanta wol malale so ni ta fanan mum moti be yalon ko hani bulo la tan nyulu kanne wara birin akseno kata kete nyalla yenna talo je ware kuje je woldol nyanta maralale kado molle mu nyulde me yalon ko bi e fatale hormoni buñaña na tarla i furew kan ko furew furen ke horma ñamen ke buña ñamen wala kandi ndolla janga ka kandi hani mo fada jab ka muneke e ka keso le da melon ko ka furew bulanda ko ban ko dul ngajele e ka furew landi fen ko bari wolbe ka kamne wala pour ka furew fana na ka horma anin ka buña tilingala ngama ñun mo kudi melan ka ko mada ba bari ndebe nak mo
jani vita fa
yes
yalo ñimu challenge leti bi
it's a very big challenge
dunia fango kono wolem ko citizen journalism
yeah
social media ni won natale mi alon ko momo ye smartphone soto ye internet soto drone ite a feel ko ndefanang sign nse information share no but yalong ñimu dogol ti mi alon ko aka karang bila aka karanne amanke ko mo wulta drum mo shaba ke kan to nya a karantale mecholom kom kapenta ya mason ya fita ya ika be karande but then challenge them in this 21st century and pana nyanda parallel to live with it why mimbi je wolem ko yake nyame watin nyo hakilo blandi fadera watu dolu abala faka wala ikata dimba ka mala somewhere dimba kunun ni dimba malta dulato the first thing ikami mira wolem ko itela suokono ika schedule ta jobi ina borije to go and help but bi yara mi na problem ti bi ni fata sinto mo be kela mobile leke on
ma ko labu ga soto
mo be kela mobile leke on because it left ka film what happened. You want to be the first to break it. Ñin leketa problems singa mim face bi. Ladna watu dul kasaro do kake. Ni mol volunteer wolte kela.
But everybody momo nala telephone want him to get footages pour ya share. Accidents kake. Moto ka boy. Mole moto kono. Instead mole wule kataka nyoma kwai. But no, momo nala phone wanting to get footages pour ya share. But information soto is very good. But information me nyanta share la. Wofana nyanta lonnale. You know, so mimbije wolemko, it's very sad that nanying funding kill this has happened to them. And believe me, Fadera, more kane siso konko nyina kontele nyinke. You know, you don't know who is next.
Yeah, definitely.
Because nte la silanda minti. Kunung niko uniform tio. Ike kundundula la nyini. Uniform tio. Isa just police killing. Aina more than 10, 15 funding kill control. Yaele. Bari wala nanko banko dingol nyanta mfanjube le nga na jarta nga na system o reset. Nga reset because nkata nyameng is not helping. Ni security that for all man safe sa wole kafa. Tell me monkey security with no security background. How safe are we?
Definitely.
Better now.
Mba kumo jindi la je damene janni mbe sawna na fannado do wala nyindi ko mbe daniro kala police la alfa la ka tamindi IGP la police karobe kaylo police ol fe bake e makoy doron to men yalon ko shudata wolle la pour kaje ko si fantan kanu nyame yela do ko ke ni mo tank samba pra mo tanka fanam fo nyanda fo tanka la for self defense ning ata fo man tanka pra mo do tanka be ko la bake odon bo dan from the security nyadon ko ka samba president baro ya ka itandala ko be danila ya si ila security council ya jibe so monekeno kaje ko tanka kunda modu i fone tanka folo janni minantol tankala men kala mbitan kacala na fula nyawto damelan ko kunun damuta janne men keta député le sio men ke bilola me alon ko be sujirin nyanda kodol men alon ko judiciaire ya kani bulu bare bilo nyim mannata bare nga député do la kuma kaw nata jam kunum bare bi nga men natla wala mu foni kansalan ko la député di nimboto don bita Brikama South nimboto don bita Brikama North so be follow dame wala foni kansala la député niwo follow sita.
Speaker, and I thank the Justice Minister for laying his foundation outside this bill, and I can justify that. The comparing and contrasting that he's doing with the honorable members is not part and parcel in this bill. So I want him to withdraw that and make sure he informs us vividly to be. Being the Justice Minister is lobbying to members about this bill. This bill is a volcano bill for the Gambian people. And I believe, with all honesty, looking at the Constitution, Section 33(1), protection from 1997. Protection from this one, it says, all persons shall be equal before the law. And sub provision 5, no law shall make any provision which is discriminatory either of itself or in its effect. This is very discriminatory. Very clear. Superior judges, where are the magistrates? Where are the clerks who are doing the donkey job of the courts? So you expect us to stand and say, I'm here, other honorable member, let's pass. Which committee? Let's thrash this out and we bury it 40 feet down. We don't need to waste our time on this. We have to be honest. As you have retired, you will still be paid. Being a superior judge, still, my salary will still be increasing. How about that poor teacher? How about that poor soldier? Nurses. I concur with the honorable member. If we accept and refer this to the committee, we tailor-made change. Education director can also come. Other services can also come and say, we are laying our own bill. I concur with you. Let him work with the reform agenda that will suit the life and the aspiration of the Gambian people, not only a cohort group. We cannot accept a kabudu in terms of our gains and remunerations. It has to be all. All these are issues that I think it should be a clear moment for us. Of recent, the government came with a ban. What are they banning? Are they only banning for the sake of banning? Based on resources. That's what the other honorable member said. Will we be able to cater this? And the saddest part of it, honorable member, we have to be smart. He is a judge, sorry, he's a lawyer. He cannot come and play with our minds in this assembly. It's a taboo. So being the case, you compare me as a parliamentarian. Others are even renting. Some of these have houses that they are lodged for free. Cars driving for free. Security is free. Whatever you're to do, a lot of them are all free. And what are their earnings compared to us? So I believe, we could not be used as tools. Every honorable member, you are responsible for yourself and your constituents. My people, and other Phoenicians have said, they don't want it. They don't even want to see it pass to a committee. It has to be buried alive, 40 feet deep in this. You should not waste our time. You go to committees and say, okay, ABC pass to another committee, they sit, they'll be paid. Are they not the same results that are going? Let's not waste our time on this. This is very clear. And I believe, in all honesty, we should be proactive. One, I want to make the record straight that I am not against the progression of the law. I am also not against the welfare of judges or non-judges alike. But what I'm not in for, to favor one cohort group and leave others. And why a chunk was, cut, prepared. This is resources. And say, let's take it to the parliamentarians. They'll act on it. I'm saying every honorable member, if you pass this bill, even if it goes to any committee, Allah will ask you for this. It's not a joke. You cannot be coming and whatever. And now let me make it very clear. If you want, you can do your own lobbying, but our stands are very clear. We are not in favor of this bill, and we want it to be thrown forthwith. Not even a committee. Because with all honesty, I believe, looking at the status quo, look at cases that are flying in the courts. 2 months leaves all over. These are public servants. They are all public servants. Are they not? But look at the entitlement of the public servants. And them. You see a vast difference. And the other funny thing that I want us to be very careful, if you pass this is going to be on its regulatory authority of its own to a commission. The commission will decide and make sure they do whatever they like, adjust, pay them as they are, but we will not have any hand in this. Let's look at this critically, and we make sure we argue on the facts that will salvage this country. On that note, I adore every honorable members. Let's not pass this bill. Let's reject it outright. And the minister's lobbying will not work here, and we will not accept it, and we are against. I rest my case. Thank you.
Ntolo mo nyola me alon ko wala mo honorable almami jiba member for councilor kuma kan ko men ka studiande dron men sabatin de wodla to dron wala nyinde ko niajibe nyul kan nyimme alon ko be men kanin kan be men kanin kan niajibe mol men alon ko wala mu do ko la dinunti men alon ko wala mu suru klakol ning secretary men alon ko wala be kidi kundal do men kala do ko beke wala man tara nyin kono anim fanan ne nyin jibe ako fenne me yalon ko ni banko la al halo jibe bi fenne me yalon ko amanyang andi to la molu meni alon ko wollen katre fayato ate ye meitande wala nyinde ko e malla finyinna anno nyemmu fenne me alon ko nie jojolu ye jibe kidi jellebe ke kam banko kam meni alon ko walla koldo anin fanam ne nyin jojolu jibe fenjamalle be nyurubulu meni alon ko e ba soro kanne mantara fendunde ka wala kundo woto nyemmu fenne me alon ka kanyanta burkalale e nyanta falale kadin ko sing kasim fo meter woro lahi ya jolon je 40 feet
Yes.
memen kala sa nimbo do c'est honorable Lamin Jesane Brikama South ni o financina
in the country since the news of the coming of this particular bill. And I know we became very popular because the bill is coming to us. Much has been said with regards to what should be done. And I equally want to join Banjul North, not to waste the time of the assembly, but I want to highlight few areas. One thing, I will have few questions for the minister pertaining to the issue of Judicial Service Commission coming out with regulation to determine the remuneration, salary and allowance, and that of the gratuity and the retirement benefits. These are very interesting areas. I want to believe whether actually, if this come under a regulation and they are not in the act, like how do we have control over this? Because this remuneration need to be determined by the National Assembly, every sector of the economy. I don't want to, I believe that the judiciary as an arm of a state is an important component. I can see the idea of actually motivating the judges in order to attract more is very clear. But there's a component that deals with the issue of salary, the benefits. I think that is very, very important. It's good to motivate them, fine, in order to facilitate their work, particularly the lower cadre. But if you look at within the judiciary, there is gross discrimination. And I don't think the National Assembly should ascribe to that, which is very, very important. Even if you come to the National Assembly, in terms of our remuneration, there are some discrepancies that exist because certain positions come with responsibilities. And that is why we have to look at that. But if you look at the major issues, it is cross-cutting. Irrespective of elected or nominated, we are all equal. So I don't think the issue of discrimination, we should be part and parcel of that, which is very key. And one thing that I want to emphasize, there is no sector of the economy, be it in the public and civil service, that does not need salary increase, because there is huge disparity between the source of income and cost of living. And that's why from the very beginning, we've been pushing seriously so that we have what we call salary restructuring. And this has not been coming. I want to believe that if we go in for this thing, this will also provoke certain sector of the economy to come up for another salary increment. I think it would have been ideal if we want to look at the issue of salary. It would have been a broader perspective, because there was no salary increment where the judiciary were excluded along the line. But even with that, we still have these discrepancies going up, because the trend in which we have been increasing salary is helping the highest cadre than the lowest cadre. So that is why we need to bridge that disparity gap to a level whereby people will have a living source of income. That is something which is very, very important. Again, I also want to look at the issue of, if it is possible, if the judiciary can actually relook at this thing and come out with a comprehensive, where it is going to be all-inclusive, rather than looking at the highest cadre and forgetting about who are doing the workforce. And each of those stakeholders are very important. Sometimes your subordinate need to be well calculated, because before it reaches to me there is somebody who is doing the ground job, and they need to be factored very seriously. And there are instances whereby, if people are going to be convicted, particularly by the magistrate, Sometimes they accompany them to the prisons. You look at the type of exposure that they are subject to. The family will despise you. They'll be angry against you for doing your job. So the type of risk associated to them, I don't think this bill should come and exclude them completely. So that is why right now, as far as I'm concerned, for it to go back and relook at it, so that you can come out with a better one. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Ntoleng Honorable Lamin J Sanamo Wanyama ko right now wala muka samba ka murunna ya jibe kuke ya murunna aidula jamal fanam maje dame alon ko aytande ko ni nyin jibe nyin akamunda ko santolan ko judiciary ko na bollel makan meni alon ko wolle be dumala mantara wol maka ko hani ya itol la dibide mo da fon ya jibe wonyon ku civil be jere mod responsibility tiolo anin dol tema wo mu fenne melon ka be wo kinal belaren jere ade ni fanan ye banko fanan jibe kolbe ta kan nyamen sarari la fanala akwaya mere ben nyande kala don wala nyinde ko nyanda sarari fon beleri structure la nyin kolbe kono wala nyande kala ko de melon ka nyande kala andum aka mera ba kumala bake fanan nin ayatara nyon ku civil be kere moni yalon ko wolle be ko duma wol fanan kumada bakale pour ko la ko jiba ko la na kabin ko dati wati folo wato be ray to be men nyorka wala nyindi ko kaje ko men yalon ko wolle mu duma lan kolti pour ka wol fanan ke moldi melon ko ka e fasa baka ni na sarari la fana ka sarari kere structure men kala kuma la studia kamala nse ta honorable alaji s dabo même brikama not nse fanan lamoy.
Honorable members, I want to remind ourselves that 3 core mandates that the National Assembly members have: representation, oversight, and legislature. I have the belief key among these mandates is the legislature aspect. And anytime we have a bill that has to legislate, we should put at the back of our minds that this is our core mandate. There is nothing that is perfect. There are laws that we cannot pass as members through private member bills because they will accrue fund. They can only be passed by executive. This is one of them. All that they can do is to draft and lay. Finish. Who should do the needful to the interests of the populace is ourselves. There's nothing that we should query about whatever they brought to us. Let them write the way they want to write. Bring it. We look at it and do what we want to do, give it to them. What is the query? What is the query? It is the law that says that you should make the laws. It is not the executive. And there is a constitutional provision that this act should pass. I wonder why the minister has not even captured it in the objects and reason. Perhaps there are certain things that are added. I have the feeling. And if he wants to do that, he may be challenged. No, it is not crafted that way in the Constitution. And it's time to bring the comparison, and that is provoking National Assembly members to be compared with that of the judiciary. Let's forget about our vehicles. We have every justification that it's an entitlement. The scheme is something that should be emulated by other sectors. This is for the benefit of the government. Maybe people do not understand, but now they will get to understand. Let's forget that debate and focus on what is before us. Honorable members, one of the sonars, the President of the Republic, stood here and informed us that we are in the process of Gambianizing the judiciary. What that means? We want to have a Gambian judges. We want to, if we can, stop getting judges from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Sierra Leone, from Commonwealth. We want to have the Gambian judges. I believe, and I think so, he also believes that we can rely wholly and solely on our Gambian judges. We've been queried many times about mercenary judges. Many a time, those that we call mercenary judges are not branded Gambian judges. If we want to Gambianize the judges or the judiciary, what that entails, we want to do away with those we allege to be mercenary judges. What made them to be mercenaries? That cannot happen without the remuneration. This profession is very tempting. Those whom that we are crying are poor people in the street, in the farms, in the schools. Where should they seek justice if they are offended by people who have their pockets full? Who should pass fair judgment for those people to receive what they are entitled to? Those without pro bono, they cannot even afford the fee of a lawyer who should be defending them. Let alone should they bribe a judge to be on their side. That is exactly what it's going to be. If judges are not paid the way they should be, I am not saying what is here. It is what is going to start. The thing is, what has the minister done? Is that the right thing? This is in the Constitution. If the draft Constitution is not coming or has not come, we cannot wait for the draft Constitution. Immediately after this, we are coming to amend a portion of the Constitution. And that one is very important that we do. We can't wait for the draft Constitution to stop that portion from being amended. Likewise, any sector, if there is a necessity, we can't wait for the draft Constitution. We should be active. Let me say, the minister indicated the judges are important to provide peace and tranquility in the country. We should not allow ourselves to live in the jungle, to be ruled by the laws of the jungle. Survival defeat us. That should not happen. Let's have people who should be there in the court to pass the judgment. Gambian judiciary, how many judges do we have? I consulted less than 30. Just last month, in July, there was an advertisement for an appointment of judge, but yet still, they could not get somebody to be appointed. All legal practitioners, if you consult them, very few will accept to pick employment in the judiciary because the money that you get there cannot be compared to what you can get in the bar. How can we encourage and promote Gambianizing the judiciary? All those who are trained will end up leaving that field and then go to the bar because here there is no pay. Why can't we look at it? We are not saying what they are requesting, that is what they should have. I think what is important, let us do what our function entails us to do. Something comes to us, we refer it to our appropriate committee and let that committee do the total consultation, scrutiny, and give us a report that we can rely on and do the needful that the people of the Gambians can want. This is our work. I think that's what one honorable member is emphasizing. The draft constitution did not come with two options. The options are always the same. I did say the draft constitution fell simply because there was no political consultation before the laying. Of course, there was broad national consultation in building the draft constitution. But after the draft, for consensus building, there was no political consultation. It was killed because of our political positions and our political sentiments. Nothing else. But we are in the process of realizing that mistake. And there is that consultation among our politicians who made that mistake. I told them it's not the National Assembly that rejected the draft constitution. It is they, the politicians. They are the ones who rejected the draft constitution. It was their language that we were speaking here. It was rejected well before it was later. Now that they are talking, they will put in our heads what they are saying. When it comes, that is what we are going to say. So let's forget about the comparison. That is gone, maybe it's coming back. What is before us? We are the ones that legislate. The minister has done what he should do, lay it. We are not saying that we'll just start it like that. No, we are not that rubber stamp.
I'm raising on a point of order, Speaker.
We are not that rubber stamp.
There is a point of order by the member for Jara Central. Can we hear the point of order?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I'm raising on order 26.2, paragraph 2.
Can you read it, please?
Speaking in debate, paragraph 2 says, a member shall speak standing and shall address his or her observations to the Speaker or chairperson. So the member is debating, but he's more of addressing the gallery than yourself, Honorable.
Thank you very much. Order sustained. The member for Brikama North and Minority Leader, please address the Speaker.
The Honorable Speaker, I think if you are to apply this clause, the way I am seated should be relocated so that I face you. Because I will find it very difficult to be facing the Speaker when I'm supposed to be directing this way.
No,
I am finding it very difficult. My necks cannot allow me to be twisted and look at the Speaker.
Honorable Minority, please, you know what he meant by that, please. There is point of order from the member for Latikunda Savage.
Yeah, I want to be very sure
please.
Of the interpretation here. Does it mean calling the name?
Honorable member.
No, but
order, please.
I wrote on point of observation, not point of order.
Take your seat, please.
I wrote on point of observation.
All right, sit down, please.
Okay, thank you.
Honorable member, please, order. He's out of order. The member for Kiang West, you have a point of order.
Yes.
Please.
Order 17F. While a member is speaking, all members shall be silent and shall not make unseemly interruption. Remember, know it, that order he is quoting, did not apply here. Does not apply here. He was just trying to interrupt him. It does not apply here.
No, please.
Who is he going to face the address?
Please.
He is making substantive submission.
Please, order. Honorable member for Kiang West, you are out of order. The member for Woolley is...
Observation.
Who are you observing?
Observation, minority.
No.
Yes, I am permitted.
No.
I'm permitted by the...
No, honorable member, please sit down, sir. No, who is he observing? Is he observing the speaker? No, I'm on the floor. You are not on the floor now. No, please. The member for Brikama North, proceed.
Okay. No observation.
Yes.
Please, Honorable Member for Brikama North, please, you are not on the floor now. You have not even
He has
started.
permitted me to observe.
No, please. Please, you wanted to observe him and he was not on the floor. I gave him the floor before he
Yes,
even uttered a word.
I still have my observation. When he took the floor.
No. Please, you want to beat the system because you have not uttered a word. What are you going to observe him? I just gave him the floor now. You have not said anything. No. Please, member for Brikama North, proceed. Continue. If you want to observe, please, honorable members. If you want to observe.
Thank you very much. I think.
Please, if you want to observe,
the point to be observed.
Sorry, minority, please just give me a few seconds, please, sir. If you want to observe, the member must be, or a minister, must be on the vice president, minister, or a member must be on the floor. And reading or contributing based on what the minister, the vice president, the minister, or the member said. You want to observe and you want to or raise point of clarification, and it's for him to give you leave. Thank you. Please proceed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker and honorable members. I am simply trying to say the task before us is to be legislating and simply to be doing that when the document is considered to be critical. We need to use our competent committee to engage the critical minds, to digest and then report back what may be here. We cannot say that 100% is correct. We have a lot of issues surrounding what is entailed here. But what we can do is to scrutinize. I am not succumbed to say we should reject it outright. If we are to do that, we'll fail in our responsibility. That means there is nothing that will ever come here that is going to pass. No issue will come here without an issue that will not be accepted in one way or the other. What we should be doing in the aftermath is to scrutinize. Whatever we are not satisfied, we remove. Whatever we feel is not there, we add there. For the spirit of being National Assembly members, honorable members, I'm appealing. It's nothing else. Let's take our role and we should not shy away from our responsibilities. On that note, I thank you all.
Mbadi unun tolle o moy me alon ko wala mu Brikama North fanan député de honorable Alaji S Dabo ay diamu lo jam bakeje wo diamu lo jam kono bolo kono aya fako député muna do ko fanna sabalti wo fanna sabo kono ay fako nying nyenyi bilo jibe ako anada wo fanna do la wala nyinde ko pour ka loi de dal la fanna la itandi fanan ko amanje ko itol fanan be kala roba stamp député bunde me alon ko anade kan nyame be sonnala wala nyama bara men kan député bul wala nyinde ko pour ye nying ya ka fende me alon ko ya samba committee level pour la committee lesi ya kisi ya jibe memba ko kuma kum famen wala nyinde ko ako ne nyin jibe ning ayatara iman nyin samba committee level pour ka jibe kala men man kala je yo kaje men man nyanda bolo je yo bonde je akaji kiranyina ko nim fen nata asa keno ata silo solo pour kata ko denke député mudo ñi ñoko ma ñawa badra yemoy honorable Saba.
Interesting Fadera. Akumata bakele watin de amra fa minyanta ka ke wolem ko amanye na ka ke nyin dronti bara akumata la mol banko mol ke la député lje ikama nyamen député bunkono is very important nyin lo molti nga carte file mille bar nyin lo molti min ka luwal dada ya jele sembo min bela
minister le nata minister min marta tilingola minister of justice wole nata lafta na jojol ning na dokulal judiciary min ben koto lafta yela jolu lafa ye nying service ye nying ke but you know what happened itel takele no as a government wala na nata nan député lia semo min la katandele ko laftan ale nyineke a nyinne na sabu Bodimaje kabin député sembo use ye ifanko nyadi ya nyombo ya faya kan na fintita boy mim muto nyati wolem ko fadera kudo bije ndella fa disagree with alaji SW the councillor député mimfo sonta 100% Lamin Jesane mimfo sonta 100% in fact before wo fango ngamira minna diamo sutiata député beti wolem modlamin ba ha wokole ko nkana watu fango jani nyinna ko kama and for me that is a fact mune atina nga wofo wolem ko bi ñinu la famina e wolefo bari fo député ya lonne banko la fanko be tembe jumaldo an albame afole natara committee level minu kada si woto be jolal foy sonta bang foy mon sombang bari yo si o min kije be jolale so yamra ko ñing député ifana mantara ferodo le kafukan kajube ko ko masakunda dokural ka padiemol bindi nyame député fana sa en ferol be bulu mialon ko ni fewna tata committee level mialon ko minbe wo committee to ila sitting ise joala so akamuda ko hani bi nga molu menu selendi nga na plasol dila hani bi ila miro mantarantel kambake de kadung almami ko ni ko ñin la jole kafu ñin la jole kafu are you thinking ibe mira kanne ba you know andung ni a jube abe lari nyame minu be santo wolle taka lafa so it's obvious like that but for yinata wo teacher ndingolale wo teacher la mimbe mi alan ko courant fontije mi alan ko pray mutol fango maka mo ndaka na findi silole ka yenta lek bo jo kan jellel yenta won no so la mi alan ko ya sama l'hôpital mi alan ko bortije lu ngolu patient soltina iba son kala because ya miracle ateli do thinking about one no so for me miracle wo police olale mi alan ko akalo tilo kono tiloba janela how many hours mi alon ko député do ya fo kunun mi alon ko wo police o do kay ko le transport allowance bis keme fula dalasi tanlulu wala mansakunda kata jo wala transport allowance fenko naka house allowance house rent bi de be bon so da mintolo jang $250 keme fula tanlulu fadera yalong ning abi kumala bakele yalon somebody said one thing and ngamen ko loi je yenta je jubele loi kono bakele nga jube na député bungoto nka foni na kangol la tendun num billahi na molumbe suwo kono ibe la moy kan tendun num ni député dolf tatele be kelendela bo minketa aka foni angale kangol la jama malong ila député kamim fo but unfortunately ikamimbe fo wolem ko this is very clear alinjo hanim fata nimbe do ko la nim fata najo aliya di nadimbayal albungol dinna mi alon ko alba be fonis lale sanji jile do ko yima bungo sudo no faye ndole nyanda ka bungo dite la be pare nga fonis fadera manda woto ni fata fambe jolal so nintol bulta bi na député wulta bi ko wala ke debate minu follow diamta wolle ko mo bang ko nyimman jari nyo sabab kulo miaron ko ata kenola andu wole labanta but ajubede député tanning say wolle blowli ko ha aita committee
pour aita committee level
député tanning say only morning killing wolle ko ata kela so yajel so what tanning sayo is very important pour ya understand ko the reason why ngi sambanyun dulato wolem ko ye nyajol fita wolem ko ni kuwol kana miyan ko amanken tella interest ya ko jube fadera bi kunu nga fo janne mol minka 3 square mil soto de be da sa on sur le compte sur le simon sur amansia
definitely Gambia ne Gambia jibe na levelment of
currency
yaje nyimu fenne me yalon ko adiamu manyana jamfala even at the parliament level nte biringa nyinje nga mindset men so nte ngamera ning ayatara ba nyama most of deputy le fara nyanta wala so bire nyillandi ko wala nyindi ko sai ning alko ngin bilo dundi pour nga nyindi atolla sai muna na mansa kunda ko pour mansa kunda do ko la bantala ya londe le muna wasabu
ko almame wala
diaje mansa kunda ko ite tamala fenne mansoto sai ni ko kodo manso de be men dundi la pour ka tamol nin ku ko tawonke fo ye tamo tuje yena ye fendo samana sken wala be siala tamo
of course
is that realistic, is that applicable force kenola so danga mera député lo nyanta minir so lo nako wala nyindi ko saying atole nyin nadin tolkan alko nga nyinjibe ngaka bilote baran tol we are struggling financially fonna masa kunda tamol dol beje ngawlu londi nko wolte kala woto nyinta keno and secondly ali nga nyinjibe ban jumale be benefit kanyulla masa kunda do kula jola fata jar ba biro jola fa be kala fo ay nyin jojolu ay karle ban hani ame kar anno ali jojolu jibe ban ani nyin kidi tela balu within the civil service do to nyale mo pour ka judiciary ka foko ga je gamena pour ka gameno motiver taraje bari ndanga mere men kumara wala nyindi ko everything is step by step ikasele jane ye jukuma ye lojang ye jukuma ye lojang foyta nyanda futala da bente on yalondi ye bente o me yalon ko yawulindi sando jani bita foyesele bente o kay kamuneke ika doko do ika julo ika bilio sidi janne je lo kan ye bili do fanan sidi lo kan ye bili do fanan sidi lo bili do sede lo kan fo ye futa inyanda lula dame amanje ko be jomple na yelo woto ndolbe dame financially nyimma nyanna kala fendi menon ko nyanda kacala menna men nyanda kala wala nyindi ko kaytane ministre na la molla ko ndolbe dame bi sign banko ma wo financial mo financial mosul sodo pour kanyin dundi andu ninga nyin dundi munamina kala wala nyindi ko ninga nyin bilo dundi sama health fanamba wulala sinin ding education be wulala sinin ding ko agriculture be wulala sa ni woli be wulita department be wulde nadi yakani fomba dida wol fanan nalaba wara fombo wol fanan ballala because ni nyin dita judiciary la wallahi na dita nu ni nyimma ima monjo ya fayno dawla jallo kan dawda be bolaje drong ibajale ministry do fanan bela wul ibe wulla wol fanan ba prepare nan anu nyim preparation be kaka munati wolem highest kada meni be santo wolle ka nyim prepare judiciary nyingi be ban ne nyulla nyim ko je ibuka moy ko judi ibuka moy ko court clerk ko ibuko to moy je ibuka moy court fitar lal men ka fitaro ke court mo ko ibuko moy je ke atijal men katara e walla men katara je ila court sansan kono men katara je kanda kan wosi jorteli ibuko moy driver membe kidi kundara wol buko ibuko moy bari kam ne moy wala mu highest kada men yalon ko be santo hanu woda madam nyanda tan nyetu ye and secondly nte ba kumfala amenda wala nyindi ko pour wato taran selano yen ba kumfala menda wala nyindi ko sa ni jojo fata abe fa kan ka jo men ya jo wala fo ning tita fata wala ni no so fata wala ni police so fata iko fana jo men ba jo la wala ning senelame yalon ka kamani senolake senelame ka tia senolake senelame ka alon ko atemu badano ta kada bala ko na ay nyawmuta fani wo fata be fenelan lo fane ban is that fair ala nga ni jibe nyofe Gambia mafo ning atul me yalon ko alibe palaso mafo nalibe kanyan na hanide bari ali manyan nan danna gabla me yalon ko akono e fanu nyala o manyan na kala so woto ngamira nyim kula me yalon ko hakilto nyanda tallaje sinin sama nim fennata landita ali nyakoto ali yajibe kende ka fango me yalon ka man jar kacala o manyan tenenin talata sila manyan jara tenenin talata la
nga tonya funyo
wallahi
min se sustain no gambe se min keno ya ona sande ning
banko moto nyima cross nyima bun jang self content nyima abe mu judiciary do kula leti
ko nyaadi nyaabuka dunoke bare ko se min dununo ni nyaaja ka lonne nin député mi yalon ko bi nin debate la jang dol ba fo kayta committee level yalo ni ko ata kenola
no mom possible
akodo tije
ni ngata committee level form because one thing I believe ko ni ngata committee level abe pass la because muna mina kala wala nyindi ko subtraction on adjustment on lebe kala wala be kala committee level men nyanta many man nyang ngawlu bondi nyindo man nyindo e mo keje wonyanda kala jele ngawdun nanje committee level ntela miroto abina committee level be wala be kala je so na tara nungo do drong wala nyinde ko mbeda na filol faling mbeda
lokara ga mbeda lokara
ga mbeda lo yakara wala ni dinno me fenga kawen dume ko dinno e parede c'est parede isalon ko be comme kitab quand même fo o boya kay be kala Sadio Mané baram fanan sa fo dinno e parede hadiye bang lo ya drong 6399130 6399130 9388430 bari mbe daniro kala menna wala nyinde ko nim membe commandero ko den drone kuma kan jawon sem fanjam fandi wala annun police la case ning investigation be ke kan amambang wonon be momo danila drong ni be commandero fanan kera drong isalon e be kumo la damen anim fanan isalon ko police be suno la kono nim membe diam la drong isalon ko be police be suno la kono anim fanan isa kuma kan sutiyande kadum wato tatale ibaje la se silodino mo dol fanan se diamuno nyame assalamu alaikum sukono
yo wa alaikum salam adama
to di mandi kan kuma ni minto
lamin esjata
e bismillah
ngeni alu ko don Allah baraka bake
ngejo
yo tumondo ngamin fokuno alhamdulillah bi itini alu fo be seka wala kan
okay
wen kontani bakele ala kilo yi wata bake ala ma ala balundi
okay
amin nyole ne bula kari karanta la kan kale kan bafo amman nim banku nafa politiko digital kunu nga falen kala ko brikama yi ko strong hono brikama da banka ko bi sana do bi ya jame wato lo woki
okay
dala mbe to na flo dani teriyate nyinto
okay
kafunyo atije
okay
badi atije
okay
banko mol ba batarin
okay
adumba to na min folante ya political to bandu
okay
adu mo bele wora sof ka any political party support
okay
but I really support UDP political agenda and their manifesto
okay
but the deputy don't the bulu
okay
billah wala party la manifesto ila political ideology ya bitirele
okay
wono to nyati
okay
ngeni beje am ko la mo le kunu
okay
alhamdulillah bi atole kada ku baki alama ala aljo kanyin be translate brikaman kole na deputy be nefo
Gambia be
ngal te du baki ngal jey because ni ngatra mo we kila la mon GTS kunu bari bin don to la brikama sanson kon te be da mo fura
okay
bi ara mo bi asara mo we no te sa ko brikama no brikama saw ntolonga UDP deputy le lo DJ
okay
andale min foronde ko nyaajo kan fasa nyaajo bonding kono min kata na tengis kemina
okay
ba min to la député kalo aka man sakundala bilo fasa pour que mo dantanke millionnaire oti
okay
min ne kate fate
okay
ka woldo baltu wo soiria kono abala fa warta bakale
okay
alinga ndiso ni sono bolu senandi nyoy kana bula akale ka ko parliament to danda ko min ne kate fanye mano fanka min foje atol la kata ko Allah baraka ko wala tuna di wolbe ya may anu kunu ngani folen ko the judgment is going to be by God you to be going to kata fanye dibitene ya ke ngani senangol la pour que banko falling but député be ni house auto ika mol undermine ika man sakundala nyin bino mi ko nyin ko duba bino ke support pour ye dundi ika kele in personal kan
abaraka
ika fall and reach against the poor taxpayers me kate dila become not constituency let us scrutinize our MPs nga deko hey ikana tulum become not ni become satun kolla hey molle batata ka kate di mo folo pour ta house auto ngi de la attitude jibele ngi la body level jibe ngi la kane count na moy you mean for they are cheating their people mene kate de ne kane become not they are cheating you Allah voice is not being heard Allah baraka bak
abaraka nga do jibe banta assalamu alaikum
alaikum salam adama fadera ke ba sabale sinki finland ye kontonga aliu kontonga program la molal be kontong na na aussi kontong membe brika manga fanan tentu kajay
abiyan way kay bismillah
adama ni wato kono suno awarta banko kambak bawo benyi mem fokan nka bonju sole kono ko ntolu de lafta gambia kendo lafta gambia kaira malla nka biya mol mem befo mantara mo kilin kun nano maka foko ari ngawole het nga kadle kanu bari ntol lafta to nyale sabati banko kan police ol mem fote ni la gambia dingol lem ni be kam banko kan e man la fi yefa e be service le mamoy ko e kuja wole ke mola woto ning wolu nata fo ni la manyan nan na fondin kel tijo e bo pour ka ke so jarol ti pour ka ke police ol ti pour ka tara service di kan na banko la because banko titano atara ko police ol to banko kan atara ko banko kan tar la te tar no aje banko hani wol fana mennu mo kurol mennu police kurol tin talife nim tol be diamula ntol be mo kendol damale fola ñunu e fata service le kono e la ko en bala fa fondin kellem kali ya fa nyame ñunu be skeno gambia fon fentin oto ngaw sango konton anin dimiba ngaw sango konton anin nimisaba meye kuriya ke alama alayati ne yamuta alkanati na ekana bari na député bungo to korole be oto yalo mol ba fo kan ko UDP député wala lié ko yes ana manke wanyama de adolu UDP député dolu wala ko yes dolu ko hani minnu ko hani wala kamolo ta ani yen NPP député jamalu wala ko le no nkana nyinta anin no to alliance député jama wala fanan ko nkana nyinta minni yalo ko yalo jabadin to holding kilo akajala boto be non dile al kuma moyde amanke ko UDP député bele ko nin ko wala ko haalinga dila do lebe de wonne kap minnu ka fo wonne ka tintol diaspora diamuta e kata si maalo ni diaspora ke fawma muneti ka fo hanin tol fon la katiyo ko nole ni diaspora ke fawmuta muneti ni lebe na politiko tialo jang ni ten wonte to nyaatin tol mo wol ta politique tinya ntol mantara mo kunno ma mo fente bulu men tol nyaabo mbe minno ma wole banku ken poti anin kaje ko gambia kendo elo wallahi billahi tallahi hanna tara mbalu nim falulem min diyalon ko silo bula min yewulu mba folal because banko libe wulu ta wala kan moti keba nyawnye iman siela banko alinga nyoba ndo bula ni ko makumo alinga kilin tonyal aliyal fanke ko atoila belo munana atol bugara mo criticize munana to tena mo mo bendi ali samba dal samba indicate mo ta tol ko atol lef siata wol beti andi moli ko fali ko al kana nyinke yinta sinoti al siba al kala intre al selfish interest al be wala ko ton tol data woto ni momo hanni be ni be pati killing ni la takela selfish o kin data la ko to ntol nga gambia le je mam wala konton jube mam ko jube ntol ko gambia kendo mbela fta gambia kendo la al kamuna ka fun nyokan ko ngadi ñu lekete ko muna fali buke bala fa moliye ba min fana mu gambia di wot woliye menke atol ma kota ke woliye al samba in bla fa tele abra tele gambia be din kendo tiba woliye men kali atol ma okem wol lefta ban ko la nyamal kanyino musol naka to tala ni wo ni ko be gambia do ko be de donc fen ko be de al man fen bi la fo halinga jojo nga ko di jamal di la fo jojo jamal uluta gambia alkanyamo kono jana wayi
baraka bake baraka nga do jibe so kono janto kamunta do so kono janne nga o jibe assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam muniru baji al kondom
baji bismillah
deka di nganna foñi député on konton kabo foñi bintankara na foñi kasala ye jay
okay be moy ka kamunta te kono ndro kata da baddo be assalamu alaikum ila radio tala wala jam fala pour nga ñomoy
eto ñala ko dala wi
juma
wi sima jamur
ila la moy ram tala wala jam fala bismillah
yo ko debina security la fanal ya je masa kundal buka nyame civilian fanala karo civilian no jama babije no be service kono wolle no security service la
okay
ata wolle ne manta even police training school kana kumo la fate hakilu tunna kumo to bakede
okay isa tariyandi
yo kuma jama ka fonyi mbanko kan ku jama ka ke jang niaje mol buka hanyi ka funtindi aka kenyina tiniya funtinde manke service mano takkat aka ke ku kensangol kato ya janne jamano jaisa ko tinyade ba tariyandila ya janne jamano jang aya kalam tan koy korosi pe jani jambur la salole ya jani jambur la salo sa damen te min basirin jang hanni ka inke ba na suni jasinti ke ba sabal min jasi be alon konte wiye fi mala folo futata kawo blaji adi ba janna wato min mbe lor na nyaade kan more than 200 meters from now.
Okay.
Mbelor ne usu to nyaade around 11 o'clock ma fa. Bar GRTS natante no ma jande interview jan.
Okay.
Tiara sinata jaya interview jan tatel office ya interview jan.
Ha isa mun sot no be men fula kajanyu do kumande lal be siar ne pour ngi hakadan wa.
Ya mi at nanga nyimbe fo.
Ha.
Because min latan kanje ngawol je ngapela timi soto to. Tiara si man nambulan di la system wal ko fereng. Atrante nga information o dila hani bi kende mo jani mo chomin na pelembulu ma bodin jang na almoro kono.
Okay.
You understand? So nyina na nin kubu ker ku kata banko ka modol buka pare ke fon involve je atrako civilian la moyti.
Okay.
Adi nyin ko is very serious. Nyin alman tankala nyin wala banko ka. But ni atro na takunda ka mol fanan consider minnu mu civilian oldi. Anu ku jamate penetrate la in banko ka. Non possible. Na kuma mol to sala.
Ningela kuma fam wala man sakunda buke la may civilian ni na security ko wala.
Very good. Aha, wala na jobi hane mo farun tarasulo kan. Ibu kani kama wala na mol kai video ke tan wosi pa dornam. Because ni aje ke fall involved. Tinda na mol ke da boje.
Baraka ba.
Wala mun na ko.
Kuma da ba ke dobe banta. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Adama Fadera Aliou Fall Musa Sedi.
Musa bismillah.
Mbe al kontona mbe Gambia mo be kontona sangola.
Okay.
Alama nemo ni kafaro kala taala liye. Nun fanam be baramaring alama alaya so jata sahola.
Amin. Allah.
Adama follow mbitala daming wala mun na national security. Niye koro siroke kabring before 2021 droko jama bale mutata Gambia.
Okay.
It's a threat to national security.
Okay.
Nyin drug dealer solu dawo dar ike fam bag mbe cartel sol lela de ke fam bag le with armaments.
Okay.
Fulanjango kido container nata Gambia le hani bi mo nene malon kido jelle jita Gambia mi jumalle kido sang mo malo I register nyaadi le yalo wolbe keta Gambia. These are all national security threats. Yo affelenti ye paral attack le nun jang nyomi sate doto at the border area mafa ibe checkpoint toto ye bunki dora am roba sol katra Gambia. So ni nata kote ke ye paralu fa felenti bi Gambia bebe wuri ka wokola president of fango sita ko atebe 1 million le pledge la momo information o di alinga wo jude in a security context.
Okay.
Mune atina Adama Barrow mafo nunko biri yo droko mutanun poroto muna na mafo kumbe 1 million dollars di la momo information o di about Bantaketa.
Okay.
Let us connect the dots here. Okay. New Botajen, national security is in a threat. So, drug cartel sold lebe Gambia and droko Gambia keta centrality mi yalonko. It is distributing drugs in everywhere in the world now.
Okay.
Fonga tonya funyoe. Okay. Sa yena bo woto mbitala na dipite la Karola.
Okay.
Follow mbe NPP la dipite mbe tentula mbe jaila ye banku dinkende yake.
Okay.
Dauda Jallo in bilo min sambanang. This bill is very discriminatory. Mune bati nandila niye koro siroke Gambia Dauda Jallo ate fango mimu Anthony General foti kale makara. For Dr. Olle mate jara kabrin dispensary time mi wato minabuka bor kese sang. Wo Dr. Ol hainanje wol ni tata retirement le kamuri pass wol le kono. Tikasolu the same thing. Tikasolu katara ila bus ala wanso fango ibuka soto ni nata kombo ni ko ete sele ka ike tretin ko be bayla do ko. Je andun yalon Gambia mol buka ko korosi alnga Senegal la judiciary jube ba mune atina makesal ala fita pempen na adi judiciary aka soto ay nyin ay equipment na nyine ke Senegal la judiciary. So Gambia, we have to be very much careful. And UDP la député olu bejele minulu ya lon koy balanta minu député olu minu boko Madi honorable Madi Cissé, honorable Fatou Cham, honorable Mamadou Kante, honorable ML Ba, honorable
Abaraka Ba
Madi Cissé. No, so demanding because more ba ko kanako UDP député olu sonta nyinale UDP député o be ma songala le minu sonta la wala mun na honorable Alaji S Dabo wolti keke bi baro wol wala sonta Suleiman Saho wol ye mol disappoint le andum fonga itandi la ko yen disappoint le maje be NPP ko jayka so NPP ko nyantalo nal ko UDP ko manke e jawti ntel be banko le fe ninga kuje banko ka minyanda banko sambala nyato ni bebe denal le maje bi UDP ko bebe bulo ko ska NPP député o ye baraken do ko be tentulam be jayla ni fanal continuer da tembe campagne o kelele pour ye muru député bungoto ni nom kumoti be min fole ala baraka ba
nga munna so kono assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Be daniro kala mol se kuma kawnu kanyen dum pour dol finance silo so no assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
To di mani kan kuma ni min dole Buba Kamara yundum bismillah Kamara.
Allah fa alaji esda boy ko angale kan ka wurati ndol me do moy la
okay
ala esda bo ma tane ko di bura
okay
be pare ay son bisa peut mi non ala esda man ka ba le ma rasul bi la
okay
in unity side abi bi do bena de haklu ala esda bo
okay
abe UDP aba sama kan damento amanta ta ga good direction
okay
Mundilo, Gambia do Washika, the Gambia Department of Washika, Sarai Babata. And it's there for, we know the Malakanta Karamunjuan.
Okay.
And it's that can I really uncle come to you, not ability. At the Kankara Diamoji, for the Kankara Diamoji. I can also get I only for and I self neglect. And Gambia do a bit of block sky. But allow for Gambia Dimu, don't mind your UDP and Magic NDP, military bank on a mulata. But I love just have a call, become a call Tarajele, next election, I did Tarajele.
Abaraka Ba Doji Bejan. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Todi mani kan kuma ni min dole.
Lamin Conte Angalter Bankoka, Nottingham Sadagono.
Bismillah.
Fadera bifanan programo kumata nge kontong alu fal kontong kay nga radio do kula be kontong kabo mo fulola kana fo mo la bangala
ngejo
kolambe Gambia dingo be konton na sangola taba frawlu alma kafaroni ne mo kele
amin
yela jaw damuta alma ala sona
amin
Gambia la sangolamu bese so duala fo ala se kafarono nemo ke because ifada do ko kono ifada Gambia do ko kono oto bese sangoni muta nyofe ko bankola sangolamu bese misuno ni kuyata bese sabarota kaje ko nyinsi faydam banko kan Frera ku gilinde adama baro masakunda do ku bale babulu because bi nyimu Gambia dingo be kawandolati ni banko dingol mun yala ko yebo e fanto kal do ko ke kaje ko ka banko ningel tankandi bar munu pareta kaw do ko ke nol fangol ni man tanka nyin se civiliano be mira as banko dingo be mira ando security mu kulati mu yala ko akuma batale nanata banko la tanko nala tankungola adama boro kata ala security nyaton kolu ani kacha ebe banko dingol ni tankandila nyaadile ane munu be security bundato nyunu be ni tanko sutla nyaadile banko la security banko la tenkungo be wala bala adama kujamale be banko kande
okay
3 ton of cocaine nata banko kande nyunu be mu resepilati nanata security threat la because munko naka business banko kan munko ka tamande banko kan munko da hard rock cocaine friend ka business ñunu jawol mu security lati ñun man enemy soto tamit banko la security sector la kido na do banko kan 40 feet of container menama kidi bit ka moy Gambia banko kan andu ñun be mo recipe lati pour ka fitino wulundi so adama barola masakunda along ko bi banko dingo be jikida moy tollati ninga ni tan ko soto itolle mo nimma ni tan ko soto itolle mo
baraka ngi tentu ngi jayi bake nga sayimbe men kala wala se last kola jibe suwo kono assalamu alaikum to di mani kan kuma min tola Ibrahima bismillah
kamba ko do motion from the general do contact get the first leg of so of the nan bandara men kala
amin
Allah ya sona ala kala ko Ramadan la ke sila sila amin yo de jam ko do security no fon wala ko je nyanta kandala baate ko adaman daro nala mo ne ko kanta baate wala banko la no si wala banko mo be amma akana fa wala ma ke fa no na ka fa wala do ma shi bona a sha da ne nala ko be a security bangani banko kan baate wala kina fa da ta mukan sai ala waro e manshia ma ko ka bara manshia ba ya ke da kan men ke ni ne ya je a inda daraja atanyanda kondine wala para yo fa de bakene atya muda ko security magician and security wallet banko kan niya dawda
okay
nan la flanja mira da ko nan na division demo yi fi members de lo election kan so ya yembo but definitely division de la no ko ya unity and the support of this deal the support back and especially alaji da umero ka kilo minority leaders akinyanda good example the sella ka tani kila ko ni gelu kele da ni alin to mo le fu kiro kale banko ka banko go ni fino ko lan ka banko kama ni tonala alin timola kama ta kula go ni shiro ka menya da ka ke aike rashin la ke ni ala mo dan tan ka fura mutan ni sai ko kan ni mo support kamun ta ko idan la fa yidi ki mo yidi ki ne sai mamban ku ne ki ne ku ne ke ka dos ni support ya ne ka mu da samba committee ni a foundation based committee and do all of it as friend to na the tamar ni the tamar ni and we will therefore in better education the mama na or assessment from the partner and this is the mama and me mama to go on the final akaban den center on me babu ani senalan te nek le man ko ko den ba ko be kala yan am den ma ala den wala am mabla wala am de kade man kade fa kam Allah barka ka sala bi ka sala sa Allah ba
na atentu nga sey bake adala mun final quality akoy kana songala bi kana songala sama bari finally iman songala aman silo sodo borom jasis
baraka bake adam ka mulve tentu ke jay minubem fe ka bringa programme ko masdula fo film ba kum fala to nga ala tentu bawo ka bembe programme ko masa nga danile sen so nga dunga kono bismillahir rahmanir rahim nga finda kono fanan alhamdulillah rabbil alamin afla o kenye to nga tentu ka jay saferla ala baraka minu man dunno kala ko boyndi ñi nekata no ala kacati bi Menbe Kering fo wati do ala baraka
baraka bake nga molu tentu ngay jay bake meni be saferola fannala lamoro ni jibero meni alon ko mina lamoro ni jibero ngal tentu ngal jay bake alaman tankala katani katatul alaman tankala bonon ni nambarola maral kawna be nyim banko kan bo be ku kala banko kan to se kado beke yade maral kawna alama suto to diala ala baraka fo wati do
baadiŋolu nkañinde fo waatolu bee la de nko juloolu siyata le bari ka minnu fankumandi juloo la wolu le mu juloolu ti ñine ye saabu jula finance limited iniŋ kukuto le naata ka lafaaroo ke la serviceoo la ñiŋ kamma la ke la kiliyaanoolu dahandi wo lafaaroo wo lom ñinti ko afro express services be daawoda kabiriŋ kaatoŋ fo koyna niŋ ye je daawoda niŋ ye tara i kodoo kiyana niŋ jula finance le la i se dunnoo je le i ye la kodoo taa bari hani sayin doroŋ niŋ wotal la maafaŋo la guarantee trust bank be daawoda alsal la kodoo taanoo je le reliance financial services aniŋ easy finance limited minnu ye a loŋ ko i baalu ye bankoo kaŋ bari fanaŋ tolu jula finance na kundaa baalu ye bankoo karoo bee le walla baadi ngola a daha natale walla sain nali aje dron Afro Express kabirin Westfield kata fo koyna ali aje dawoda aldung ali alla jura finance kodota jura finance e ko fana na lafta bank account do yalla ya taralbe bitimi rewde ali fero ke anni e kacha andum fana ali da apple jinde ali e download nyin kamala e se kodo kino wati diate ila moye Gambia jang bare manna da wala fana ni lafta credit kola nyin network on min bebe Gambia walla ni lafta cash power le kila moye Gambia nka nyimbe kalele walla jura finance ntol fana mu nyonta on leti tonya banko julolu siatale bare julolu nyaton kolu walla mun tolti jira finance limited mbadi ngono Ablaye Sidibe lande Ablaye Sidibe atemu jara lalati mi yalon ko amu nyonta wonati aka jara loke minna wala mu yiri suloluti ando Ablaye Sidibe abe nyin jara rola mi yalon ko asiata sanji mo anin fenti andon ay taman se rolu landide modu min yalon ko ay jara dolu tatale foy kendiata kereng wala Ablaye Sidibe aka sasal min jara wala boko nin nyaadi mo bera asifa o sifa iba kuman lale ay si ayenya jibe ni atra se nya jarano ate ba fulele ase boro dira mi yalon ko ise jata kende ya soto noje amanna da wala aka kulu fetan fanan jarale asifa o sifa bari mbengalo ne kulu fetan de asifa du siatale bari hani kelu men fanan yalon ko ibuka futu wono bake aka nyulu fanan na hajo do topotole ni futara Ablaye Sidibe madoron e sasande mo min bije aka boro dilale e bajela ko semurun e futu o keno anyama amanna da wala fanan modu min yalon ko ka pile soto bari pile fanan wato dolo asetarela italonna bari wato dolo asatarela iyamira fo sasa dolo wala Ablaye Sidibe atemu nyonta ngolati na anata kanyin sasa li jara anda ke jara nim minna wala mu bor suloluti wala Ablaye Sidibe de akatarali talindin sate kono tene wotenen anin talata andung afele anyabe tilinding Amadia lapitano da e kafodamin Amadia hospital talinding kunjang bare arabo la anin aramiso arjumo sibito karafo dimaso wo be akatarale birkamale afele Madina filoto ni futata Madina filoto do ni ko Ablaye Sidibe dorom iba tandide lale walla ni atare lafta akumande la nyin kamala ina e kacha jani be futalala alsa kumandi nyin nombala
778-2504
walla
269-3798
badi ngolo Ablaye Sidibe de ni atare yenyin sasar soto ngaminfo futala ning ala yedema ibe jata saha soto la jede baring bor kendo le babulo Ablaye Sidibe wala be kumandirola walla Ablaye jarama.
Oil is Gambia's leading dealer when it comes to fuel and has made it a duty to satisfy our customers at all costs. Vehicle owners and drivers need not to worry about getting quality and affordable fuel anymore. That is the reason we have our branches spread all over the country for easy access. For good and clean fuel, the only place to go is Oil. Your need for good and durable petrol, gasoline and kerosene has been covered by Oil, so you need not to worry. Walk to any of our branches and get served to satisfaction. With Oil, your satisfaction is our priority. That is why we have branches at your doorstep to make accessibility easy for you. With our professional and friendly staff, we can assure you satisfaction. To get the best fuel for your engines, the only place to go is Oil. With Oil, it's all enjoyment. That is why we are offering you low charges at our stations on the Coastal Road in Banjul. For more information, you can call 770-8080, 322-9070, 714-7273, or 387-1321. Oil, the pride of the nation.
mbadingolu ko badala trading mi yalon ko abale gunjur marché kono wala nata kalu da hande motorcycle la fannala bayri inside moto da kolyata adu motorcycle lu itolle nata jamano kono nyin kamala kana tamo sone ande nye kabojang katajang wala asabu ko badala trading ye nyim motorcycle second hand sambale nan kabonan China ni ye sang akake fele koy motorcycle kutole sang idali be diare wala nyama wala momo yalon ko lafta nyim motorcycle la dron ese fero ke ye futa gunjurun ko la marché ba fangote ka fo mi gunjur central market dami ya lon ko e kayelele tili wotili talanse na tambita minute tansaba somondala kata fo tala woro wula rola holla feta kilin ne sanna walla jama alingi kuman 7454464 walla 3921000 ko badala trading inatale kan dahandi motorcycle la fannala walla alingam borino ngatantalo cikaji
butongo mbadingol mbemo be salamula ato na kontongola mbafuna mole ko tonya fo tumo sita mune ko bono mu batiolti bari nyakulu malo kalero kono mu ba kunkolo fangoleti kuno dampa na singo me kuno na fa kuno yo lonne butongo mba fola anyanta fola nyame butongo Menbe Kering mba fola wala nyama Menbe Kering ma fola wala nyama muna Menbe Kering yo ma satala wala nyama muna Menbe Kering ma fola wala nyama muna Menbe Kering yo ma satala wala nyama afo pamodu muna sata afo dunia bebe la mai afo pamodu muna sata afo dunia bebe la mai Menbe Kering ma fola wala nyama muna Menbe Kering ma satala wala nyama muna Menbe Kering yo ma fola wala nyama muna Menbe Kering mbasata la wala nyama afo pamodu munasata afo dunia bebe la mai afo pamodu munasata afo dunia